This is the day that most Jewish were murdered at since the Holocaust. Really, more than 1,000 people. So we are in shock and we are in pain right now. One, we're still under attack. As we speak now, there are still several points in Israel that are currently under fighting between terrorists and the Israeli security forces. This will end soon, but Israel has declared war. So that means that we're currently preparing. And as of now, there is still a lot of shock in Israel, and we don't yet have any specific requests from countries. But what we are getting ready for the future. We have a lot of people who are asking already how we can help, how we can support. So we're gathering the information, and we will be able to put that on our Facebook page and to really go into people who want to donate, and we will ask for what is needed. But as of now, it's a bit too early to know. For now, Israel is well prepared. So what do I think about?
The attack from the Hamas.
The Hamas terrorist attack this Saturday morning has been an unexpected one for Israel. There were more than 1,000 terrorists who attacked Israel by air, by sea, and by land in a planned and organized attack. They entered Israeli villages near the border and went house to house in order to kill and murder whole families in their house. It was a Saturday morning, 6:30 a.m. on a Jewish holiday, and they burned out every house that they went into, killing now more than 1,000 people, butchering everyone without respect for any age, killing young babies, taking old women in wheelchair, raping women, going into a music festival and killing more than 260 young people. I have a close friend that her brother-in-law was killed. He was 22 in that music festival. I have a friend who was being held as hostage for 2.5 days while they were still fighting between the Israeli security forces and the terrorists until they were able to release them. We now have more than 150 people who were kidnapped, dragged to Gaza against their will, with babies that were taken. We see really horrendous pictures and videos that are coming out by Hamas to show what they did while they were laughing and enjoying the killing of people. So this is something that is deeply affecting every house and every family in Israel. We know of somebody who has been connected, has been kidnapped or murdered or injured. There are more than 3,000 people still in hospitals. Hundreds of them are in critical situation. So this is still ongoing. It forced Israel to declare war on the terrorist organizations in Gaza. This is a war that is different than any previous situation that we had before. It is much more complex, but Israel have to retaliate. We cannot continue with this kind of threat on the security of our citizens and our country. Yes, this is definitely a terrorist act which is aimed specifically towards civilians. They went not to military bases, but to villages, to houses, to synagogues, which is the Jewish temple, to dining rooms. This is where they had people kept hostage. This is how they killed and murdered people. On top of that, there were more than 3,500 rockets, which were targeting cities all around Israel, from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. So we had really a combined, very large-scale attack coming from Hamas, which is a terrorist organization controlling and reliable for Gaza. And there is a question, how can they finance that? How can they bring all this weapon, all this, advanced ammunition? And there is some country that was, of course, standing behind them, and that is Iran. So definitely the Iranian regime is the one who are supporting and really enabling this terrorist attack to happen. First of all, we were in shock. It was unexpected. Actually, Israel took the economic situation of Gaza Strip very responsibly, and we tried to start thinking about long-term activities about the economic situation, for example, Gas for Gaza or Gaza Marine, to really support the economy there. And then this came really as a surprise. So we are in shock. There is a lot of sadness and pain in Israel right now. The numbers are unbelievable on that. This is the day that most Jewish were murdered at since the Holocaust. Really, more than 1,000 people. So we are in shock and we are in pain right now. One, we're still under attack. As we speak now, there are still several points in Israel that are currently under fighting between terrorists and the Israeli security forces. This will end soon, but Israel has declared war. So that means that we're currently preparing. The Israeli military is based on a relatively small amount of people who serve in the military, usually for 2-3 years. And then during a crisis like this, we are drafting people from the reserve forces. So what we're seeing now is really the recruitment of thousands, dozens of thousands of Israelis to come and rejoin the military, go into training, and then Israel will react. It will be a prolonged retaliation against Gaza. It will take time. This will not be an easy war to have, but I think that the people in Israel are ready for that and are preparing for that. Because again, we cannot take any of this threat, and it's not only that we have the right to defend ourselves, we also have a duty as a country to protect our citizens and our territory. The answer is yes. I think that we're seeing all around the world people now asking to return to Israel. We have working extensively in all our offices and embassies around the world to assist Israelis who received the draft to the military to be able to go on the flights and return home. We have really thousands of those we're trying to support with the flights. Specifically in Taiwan, there were few young Israelis who were received. They already left. So there are really thousands of people asking to come back and return because we're deeply obligated to our country and we deeply love our country and we understand that we need to protect it. Yes, during the first 24 hours following the attack, Israel has received an amazing and vast support from the international community. Many countries and organizations have shown their condemnation for the terrorist attack and their support to Israel. This is very important for us. President Tsai and Foreign Minister Wu has also presented their support, and this is very important for them to join the international voice on this. We highly appreciate it. I expressed my gratitude for this today in the morning at the Double 10 event, of course. It's very important. It's only for us, it's only the first days of this war. It's only the beginning. It's unfortunately, it's going to take some time, and Israel may need some more support and help from its friends, and we will come back and we will be in coordination, of course, as necessary. She repeated her statement that of course that Taiwan is against terrorism, and that you will be able to assist as much as possible. This is a bit too early for us, I must admit. We have, these are very sad and very dark days that we're having. And as of now, there is still a lot of shock in Israel, and we don't yet have any specific requests from countries. But what we are getting ready for the future. We have a lot of people who are asking already how we can help, how we can support. So we're gathering the information, and we will be able to put that on our Facebook page and to really go into people who want to donate, and we will ask for what is needed. But as of now, it's a bit too early to know. For now, Israel is well prepared. It's an amazing question. I think that there will be many seminars and PhDs that will be written and discussed about this day and about the lessons that we can learn. And Israel and Taiwan are close friends, and we will be able to share the information on this. But for now, it is too early for us to say. There are lessons to learn, definitely. There are lessons for Israel to learn. How could this happen? How is it that we're surprised? We have to learn and to rethink ourselves. We will be able to share the information in the future, but right now we're in the middle of war. We're fighting for our right of survival. So this is the main energy that we're putting as of now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.